Hello everyone, this is Raju Mahato, and today I am going to show you how to bind listener to any display object or to any object in Karuna. So before that, let me create a file. So for writing my code, currently I am using the Sublime Text. So just try to open a new file and let me save it. I have already created the folder on my desktop with Karuna demos, and as we know that to run any application with Karuna, the default landing page is the main.lua file. So I am going to name it as a main.lua. So now let me create I have created the lua main file. Now to bind any event on a display object or any object, let me create a display object here. So for that I am creating a rectangle. So for that I definitely need to make a local variable. So I named it as a rect1, and it should be a display new rectangle. So using this API I am able to create a rectangle. So as you can see that the intelligence says that the next parameters are for left position of the my display object and the top position, then width and height of the that rectangle. So I for the left position I am making it x is 100, then for top again I make it is 100 so that it can comes 100 position below the top position from the top position. Then let me define the width and height of the rectangle. So I am making it the width 200 and the height is 100. Now I'm going to add the some other features with this rectangle. So I'm going to add the color that is covered with this rectangle. So for that I need to call the property set field color and the color name. So randomly I am using this. That's it. Now let's check it on the simulator. So for that I need to open the Karuna simulator, and I need to open the my file which is in desktop on Karuna demos folder. That's it. Now here you can see that my rectangles appears on the screen. So now I need to add the listener with this rectangle, or you can say that the display object. So my intention is I will add a touch event with this rectangle, so that on touch of this rectangle it will do some work. So for that let me define the listener function. So that will be the let me create a local variable for that. So this is named it as a touch event listener. You can rename it as for your as per your requirement or as per your needed. Then that will be a function. Now I need to pass the parameter so that I can get the object that I have as I am going to associate it with this event. So for that I am passing this event parameter. Then now suppose I want to change the rectangle color, like here it is in blue color, so I need to change the blue color of this rectangle. So for that I need to get that rectangle first. So to get the rectangle, we have the event, then target. This is the targeted object. Now I have this rectangle. Now change the color, so I need to call the set fill color function, and the parameter I need to give the color name in RGB format. So let me again give the color name randomly. So that's it. Now if I'm going to run this application on simulator, it will not work as I wish. So for that things, I need to associate this function, or I need to associate this listener on touch of this rectangle or touch of this my display object. So for that I need to define associate an event listener with this, with my display object. So for that there is an option called add event listener. Now here you can see that the next two parameters asking for the event name. So like what type of event I need to associate it with this display object. That may be touch, that may be some other things. So for the time being I am associating a touch event with my display object, and the listener, that means the function that will call on touch of this display object. So definitely this is my function. Just save it. Now I'm going to run it on my simulator. Now here you can see that if I click on this, touch on this function, on this rectangle, it should get changed its color. So here you can see that it gets changed its color by 234156 and 204. That is the RGB format of this color. So by this way here you can see that we can associate any event with this, with our any display object. So up to this for today. On my next video I will show you how can the different phases of the event on event listener. So there might be a different event like moved, phase began, ended, cancelled, like things. So we will continue with the event phases on my next video. So up to this for today. Thanks.